Welcome to a new video at K Trading, my dears, and today we have an introduction to a completely awesome swing trading indicator for the 4-hour chart in an incredible performance. You'll see it in a moment when I show it to you. I know I'm presenting an indicator again and nobody knows which one to use anymore. No, has simply the reason I got inquiries whether I cannot introduce also something in this direction, which functions, however, also very validly. There I found something. I have this already longer on the screen. I have also looked at a few signals. Backtesting is always different, but I can confirm once that there is no repainting or so anything in this indicator. You can also use this anywhere. I have shown it now for Bitcoin 4-hour, did a backtest until April. Incredible win ratio of 20 to 4, 45, 46% or so was made with it. Only 4 losses, actually incredible, and I want to show you that now. Why? Because people just don't, everyone have time to sit in front of the chart and follow this. In this request, because I've received it several times now, I thought I'd follow up on it and present something where you simply say you get a signal, you get a predefined stop loss, a predefined take profit, and can then simply get in and just let it run. Then you can go about family life, you can work, you can do anything else, don't have to worry about it. You'll see in a minute when I present this to you how completely insane this works, how simple this works. And for people who don't know as much about price action, don't know as much about chart reading, but still really want to trade, this is a really awesome tool, and most importantly, it's free. It is again from Lux Algo, and I'm not just saying this because I also have the Lux Algo premium indicators. Anyone who knows them knows how well they work. Look at my scalping strategy, how crazy that works, how much profit make my community with it. Now this is a free indicator, and I'm going to show you that in detail, how it just looks. For this, I'm going to go into the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Let's look inside. You see here, I wrote this down for you. I still really followed up there. Last video, I did a short start. 21, 4 loss, total through that a 45% profit with no leverage. If you do it all with 5x leverage, if it's that with 228% at 10x 456%. So really, really crazy. You can already see I've really calculated this in detail now. There really are signals coming. You also only need one alert for that. If you set that and if a signal comes, you look at that. You have a predefined stop loss, which you then look at. So I'll make this now briefly here on the side. A stop loss in these dotted lines and a take profit there is here at this trend line. That partially adjusts, but here you set a stop loss and take profit. I must also say, honestly, with this signal, I was also not quite so sure and thought can be, but we had here just, and that for me now, price action technically, if you look there, we had here this bearish breakout downwards where I thought to myself, okay, we actually still have a price target here further down the possibility, but no, he has actually managed to find here this reversal signal, which was also here a valid signal and has brought about 3.63 cent profit. So, how does that look now though? Now let's get the indicator once on the chart and I'll show you briefly the settings. The indicator is actually quite simple. You look for you simply enter Lux Algo and reversal, then you have reversal signals from Lux Algo. You get it on the chart and take it, but not as the settings are, but you use these settings, please. So I've looked at it a bit, how that just looks best. The display face is completed. Yes, we want to have only the completed. We take here the step line with W and diamonds. That also fits everything. Momentum, frisk, raise are the circles. That is just the stop loss. Then here also the display face is in completed. Here the first hook, and here below we take only the qualified. Yes, that is very important with the price flips against the chart. So, and now we just have that in there. How does it look now when you set an alert? Because if you want to set an alarm, you just need to go into add alert, an alert function. You can also call that specifically as you want. Yes, for example, swing alert BTC 4 hours. As I said, this is now the 4-hour chart create, and there you get an alert every time such a signal comes. And that's just really completely crazy. And we'll now look at when you might not enter trades. I want to show you a little bit and how simple it actually is. Yes, to just enter that, because I now get a signal, for example, okay, I know, here's my entry now. I can go in right away. Let's look at where the stop loss is, where the take profit is. You see just here, I put this in the chart, close the chart, thing is done. I do not need to do more, yes, and just let it run. Completely simple thing. And you also see stop loss. Yes, you should always also look, and this is a recommendation now, which I also speak, the risk reward ratio should of course fit. Yes, in this case, it's a below 1. The question is whether you should take that. You can take it, but a risk reward ratio below 1 is just a bit questionable whether you should really take that. I would like to show you a few other examples, what there are, which are just not okay, but mostly they are around the 1 to 2, 1 to 5, 1 to 3, which are really good. In this case, I would like to show you as a small example, we got here, for example, a long signal with a 4.17 stop loss signal, which is really not without, yes, 4.17%. Yes is now not little, but our actual take profit would have been up here at the almost 6%. But why is this now not been? Why have I drawn so low? Because we have received here, got a counter signal, a short signal as far as this is concerned. That is the short signal in. Then came here a yellow call sign. I would like to explain that to you as well, what that means. That simply means that and you can then see that when you drive over here, I'll take this now briefly on the side, warning, bearish price flip detected. That means that he detects this short here just now. And he would say, okay, actually, he says here a bearish price flip. I would get out here because I thought to myself, this is a bullish price flip, but that would actually be good anyway, because he would have hit the stop loss and not reached the take profit. Well, he would have reached the take profit. He was even down here after he reached that, right? Short in, take profit reached, deal done. My mistake. Sorry. Everything fit. Yes. But if we look at it now with others, why I say this is a poop signal, because we do have a good risk reward ratio, but we have a stop loss of 5% and 10% take profit. You know what 10% means in Bitcoin? That means I wouldn't have gone in at all in that case. When I look at that, you see here, he has just shown here also this short signal and lost here this long stop. But I would like to show something else now. So in this case, now we have an entry signal here. With this take profit we have here again, and this can lead more often to confusion. We have here namely a line which is continued here, as long as this is not broken downwards, and then came here a new signal, which has created me a second line. But you have a new take profit and a new stop loss for each new signal. How do you recognize that? Because per signal, when it comes in, you always start again below the dashed line, in this case. And you can also see that here, in that case, here came the signal, the dashed line or the dotted line starts here. That is, this is my stop loss here. And exactly that's how it works in detail. Then, of course, there are trades that you shouldn't necessarily take even here. You can see stop losses of 7.87 here. That's just completely insane. But even if someone says he's going in principle, no counter signal, on would have gotten here a new short order that would have come in here, and this has a take profit hit it. So that would also be. But I say in principle, I have not counted. Exactly, and that is just what you should pay attention to, because you do not trade every signal, because if you blindly follow every signal, and here really crazy, risk to reward ratios that are completely somewhere out of the other world, and you just say, okay, we've got a stop loss here. I'm looking to see if I can find anything else where the stop loss is simply completely far away. I don't see anything right now. This, for example, this is a good example. Would I take this trade here? No, I don't think so, because my take profit is just way too far up here. If we look at this, he says enter into a long position here. That would be 27%, where he says, hey, where's my take profit? Of course, I don't take that trade. That's completely bad and completely from another world. That is, I wouldn't get in here. Likewise, the same thing is where I say here. There is a long signal. He says that 10% is the stop loss. I never do. Even if we have a take profit here at 30%, I just wouldn't do it. I think you guys understand what I mean. There should be a limit somewhere, because I don't really want to lose that much here. Could you do? Of course, if you do without leverage, but at 10x with 10%, there is, of course, already again the whole position gone. But you see here actually super simple. One simply warns, and here's such a good example. There was here a short signal. In the case, there was already this short signal. And it worked very well. There was another one coming in, 2 more, and we reached the take profit here. Then you have to. So in that case, the take profit would be here first of all. But if you now get an alert, as it is here, and you get a new alert, then please look again. where is the new take profit, because that adapts here with trend. And then it is said this position, which had the take profit before here, has this then suddenly but at 4%. You see, yes, would have been super hit and then came here, but also already the warning bullish price flip detected. And then it went here actually further up again, would not have hit the stop loss, but still would have just the whole position actually at least, or would have gone at least again even in the minus. That now so as a small thing. Really simple thing, since I'm really concerned that even the people who are actually much in the work, much busy but still want to trade, have an indicator that really works. Look at the Bitcoin 4 hours, goes the same with gold, Forex and the like. But seen for me, because I am crypto trading operator, this is actually a Bitcoin 4 hours at the best performance. Otherwise, do not forget to like and share and comment. Bye bye.